Born in Yangon, Myanmar, on June 19, 1945, Aung San Suu Kyi's life was scripted from the beginning for myth-making. Daughter of Aung San, Myanmar's independence hero assassinated in 1947, Suu Kyi was educated in India and later at Oxford, married to British academic Michael Aris, and steeped in a cosmopolitan air that appealed to the Western imagination. She was presented as the perfect antidote to Myanmar's decades of military rule, graceful, articulate, and, most importantly for the geopolitical theater, ideologically convenient. But Suu Kyi's rise was no organic rebellion of the people. Her return to Myanmar in 1988 coincided with a nationwide pro-democracy uprising. Yet even then, whispers surrounded her reappearance. How the timing aligned with Western interests, how her safety and movements were curiously unmolested compared to other opposition leaders, and how British intelligence assets facilitated her positioning as the face of freedom in a country choking under a junta. Sources suggest that during periods of tension, Suu Kyi found protection at British sovereign bases in Cyprus, a telling arrangement for someone portrayed as a grassroots revolutionary. By 1991, she had won the Nobel Peace Prize, not for achieving peace, but for representing a possibility of it. The Western media, desperate for moral victories post-Cold War, elevated her to sainthood. Images of her stoic defiance, often under house arrest, became icons of nonviolent resistance. She was, for decades, untouchable in the public imagination, a Spartan of democracy to her admirers. But true Spartans are defined not by appearances under pressure, but by the causes they fight for, and the courage to stay true when compromise beckons. And Suu Kyi failed this test spectacularly. When the National League for Democracy, NLD, finally took power in 2015, Suu Kyi was no longer the caged bird of international sympathy, but the de facto leader of Myanmar. And with power came her undoing. Between 2016 and 2017, Myanmar's military launched brutal campaigns against the Rohingya Muslim minority, burning villages, massacring civilians, displacing hundreds of thousands. UN reports described it as textbook ethnic cleansing. Yet Suu Kyi, once the human rights darling, chose silence. Worse still, she defended the military at The Hague in 2019, dismissing evidence and framing the atrocities as an internal matter. To those who had deified her, this was a staggering betrayal. But to those who watched her career without the rose-tinted glasses of Western media, it was the culmination of a carefully managed facade. Her silence during the Rohingya crisis was not a break in character. It was a revelation of her true alignment. And what of the West? Those same governments and institutions that hailed her as a moral beacon hesitated to condemn her. Why? Because she was always their construct, a tool for influence in Myanmar, not a true agent of change. When the tool malfunctioned, they quietly set her aside, preferring not to draw attention to their failed investment. What happened here is no tragedy. It is proof of a design. When Western empires need a symbol, they manufacture one, polish the image, and discard it when it no longer serves their agenda. Suu Kyi's fall from grace did not begin in 2017. It began the moment she embraced the sword she once claimed to oppose. This is the fate of false prophets. From Bernie Sanders to Margaret Thatcher, Ayn Rand to Noam Chomsky, history reminds us that surface virtues and eloquent words are worthless without the moral courage to act. Aung San Suu Kyi's story is a warning. Never mistake the mask for the warrior beneath it. True Spartans are forged in fire. Pretenders are consumed by it. Order the Spartan Mindset today and embark on your journey toward becoming the leader your world needs. Let your struggles forge you into a warrior of character and resolve. The Spartan Mindset provides a comprehensive and actionable guide to personal development and resilience. Available now for just $19.99. Purchase your copy from the links in the description box below and on this channel's homepage, because your future begins with the right mindset. The Spartan Mindset.